They must have won the 9th round, and we'll see a defuse kit for Twist. And look at the utility being brought up for Fnatic. 3 smokes, 1 Molotov, 4 flashes, no upgraded pistols, but it means it's only 2 sets of Kevlar. You don't see that too often, Chad. This could be a very technical approach here.
Ooh, okay. So those smokes are going to start flying in. You can see one is for the bomb train, interestingly enough. It hopes to pop cross, and one on top of it itself.
Look at that.
This is
insane.
perfect. They can even get the bomb down. He's already in connector. How is he getting so far behind the enemy lines?
What on earth?
What's going on? I'm so perplexed. They're going inner. Through in. What? Now Crims has killed Nork on the rotate. Twist is going to potentially go down as well. He does have a kit. This is important frag. Prolin's found it. And Fnatic, they've caused chaos, but a 3v3 is far from over. This pistol round will continue in the chaos. Necro pushed up on green. They know where he is. Flusher holding the pop for now. Plopsky has so much utility still, though. What on earth is he going to do with that at this stage in the round?
It somehow falls on its head after finding that amazing execution, getting Crimson CT spawn. It's still a 3-on-2 in favor of NiP, and Lekro, he misses the initial shot but makes up for it on the second. Oh, does he ever? He does manage to close things out. 4 kills for Lekro in total. Now, Chad, that was a very detailed execution there. We had 3 smokes, 1 on the bomb train, then left and right.
That's classic. That's what we used to do back in the day when the version of train.
I remember you guys used to do it on Renegades,
and
right?
we did it actually at Gfinity against NiP.
I wanted to say Gfinity, I wasn't sure.
And we pulled it out then, and when we were doing it against NiP, which is definitely not this roster, on gun rounds we did the exact same thing that Fnatic did just there. We threaded the needle and we actually went through connector and did inner splits. It was dirty, it was filthy, it was on the fly, but it worked for us. It didn't work for Fnatic right now.
It was cool to watch, for sure, like the way it all transpired, but it just didn't work out in the end. NiP hitting their shots, and Fnatic, they've lost the first kill in round number 2. They haven't forced sport. They've gone for the eco here, and JW, his days are numbered, or maybe he's managed to get through undetected. Apparently not. It will be Twist ready and waiting.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how trigger-happy Plopsky was there with the incendiary flusher. All he had to do was show a shoulder, and he pulled out another bottle of flame. Golden bought a Zeus.
Yeah, that's the only interesting part of this round, really.
That's all I could find.
I guess, you know, Flusher has the P250, which we saw in Mirage. He made work quite successfully. There goes the Zeus out of Golden's hands. It should be only a matter of time until those 2 members fall. The P250's down. The Glock from Crims also will follow. It's another flawless scenario here from NiP. But we're going to get into the gun rounds, the thick of it, as the buys will come on through. Golden quickly getting the AK-47, smoking a flash. Let's see if they go for something more train-esque, where it was simple utility usage to buy space and then kind of overwhelming with the individual ability, or if it's a little bit more tactical coming out from Fnatic here within the first gun round.
Time will tell, Chad. Up against these MP9s and Scouts, who knows what's going to happen here. But for now, 2-0 for NiP. On the CT side of Train, I expect some sort of tomfoolery to be presented here. Maybe towards the lower round. We have got 1 MP9 positioned, ready and waiting. Plopsky flash through. No one there, but the HE will be thrown around the corner pretty successfully. And the smoke and MP9 combo works out quite good for a kill. JW surely going to go down here.
What is going on? This train game started hectic, and looks like it's going to continue in that vein. 4 versus 4. Twist tried to bring the pain. He went for the aggressive swing with the SMG. You can't blame him. But now his MP9 litters the battlefield, and Nork wants to add some Fnatic corpses to that list. Bloodshed. Rez does deal with the JW, and that's quite a forward position for a CT to find himself in 60 seconds into the round. That's going to really corral Fnatic into Ivy. Look at Golden go. The Golden Goose does it again. Crims now catching the moonwalking Rez. And the frags just keep going. My God, this Counter-Strike is unlike anything we've seen over the last couple of days. Constant contact. Must be a nightmare to observe. My feelings are for you, Bastion, at this point. Kills all over the map. Crims is off for the plant and an uncontested one as Nork's using inner as a route to the site.
1 versus 1. Nork will have to step up here. He's got the incendiary and flash, but Crims, he's the old master here.
It's a nutmeg.
It is a bit of a nutmeg here. He might have got through. We'll see. CT waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Crims has got him, and it's a very convincing finish there. No pressure applied to Crims whatsoever. He had full control of the situation, but there is still cash there for NiP. Remember, they did take MP9s and a scout into this first gun round here, so of course, Fnatic were always going to win. So the fact that we're down to 1 versus 1 is everything here. They will be able to buy into this next round and have the AWP for Twist into round number 4 here. Some masters we brought out as well. They do not have a defuse kit or any helmets up against Galil's. So this could still be a very rough round. Twist, we know he's a very capable sniper. Get to see it so far in this series as Nork will be using the M4A4 here. I like that from Crims. Sound cue of the ladder. Confirms no one's there. Drops a Molotov to make sure they can't actually get in. But a nice response from NiP as well. A deep smoke means he can't actually go any further. He's stuck in there now. Even if he is down the ladder.
Yeah. Sound cues irrelevant for them for the next 15 seconds. Aggression towards main, but Brolin's holding the passive line. It's being held nicely by Lekro. And with just 23 points of health, he's going to be cowering now.
You can see every move NiP here has in aggression. There's always someone ready. The flash with the crossfire. As this slows and stalls, Fnatic are the ones who have actually used the lion's share of their utility early here. They're only left with 3 smokes, a Molotov, and a flash to make an execute onto the outer yard work.
This is the Ivy smoke?
Yeah,
the mouse sports Ivy, okay.
Oh, it's actually landed 5 lane, like near the bomb train. I'm not sure if that's a miss throw.
Ooh. Not going to be too much of an issue because it comes down to fragging in the end, and Golden's been having his fair share of that over the last 2 maps. Very absent on overpass, but totally unequivocally pulling up his socks. Flusher now finding the advantage and extending it across the trains. A hard shot. Twist missing and then punished. Golden will shut him down, puts Plopsky and Nork into dire straits. Likely just going to try and catch a couple on the exit. JW is patrolling, and there's 2 of them at backtrack spawn.
This is pretty much all they can do at this stage. It's a very convincing round from Fnatic. Didn't drop a single player, and the difficult buy from NiP has led them to almost nothing here. Twist doesn't get a frag with their AWP. Crims will be given the sniper to retreat with here, and all 5 players, including the Galils, will be leaving the round healthy.
Do we think it's just a matter of this late round approach from Fnatic? It was working for them. It rattled NiP over there on Mirage, right? It was something that they couldn't deal with, just those last 20 seconds where they'd pounce on in. Fnatic, they remained poised. They regrouped with those last, 20 seconds left on the clock, would hit an area, and kills just seemed to fall their way. The same thing can be said for a round like this, and all 5 of them managed to survive and take these weapons on through. So Fnatic have identified that these youngsters, they don't have a lot of experience playing late round CS just yet, and they get a bit jittery. They move around too much. You can isolate these frags. Maybe that's why this is just such a slow approach from Fnatic in these type of rounds, just to unhinge the NiP side of things.
Train is Fnatic's 2nd worst map as a core with 60% wins. However, they have not played it in a match in 3 weeks. So I'm sure they've been working on it in the downtime. And you can see that reflected right now. They're looking very good as we get to round number 5. 2-2 right now on their T side. They've got a full buy up against just 2 M4s here. JW is already out in the open. He's looking for 2 frags. Gets 1. North will take him down from that connected position. So intel gathered, and they are not slowing down here. Trying to overwhelm the bomb side. They haven't accounted for the side itself. Lekro will deny this plant, or at least attempt to, as he will be dropped by Roland. Golden will chime in as well. It's just Nork remaining, and that's going to be rounds. Very quick one there. As quick as they come.
Yeah, Lekro's frag there was as much of a guarantee as it could have been. Unfortunately for him, just crosshair didn't take that extra half a second to adjust to the head, and caught by the defensive Fnatic babysitter. Double kill, make it a triple now for Brolin. He was the one to keep him safe on that bomb plant, but Fnatic, they've got their fair share of looks on train. We get a nice example, a little peek behind the curtain.
No revolver, just to note. So revolver check currently T-side Fnatic, no, but there's still the CT side for JW to impress us.
That's where Ali would use it the most, honestly, on train CT side.
Long range.
That's when I asked him, he said he goes, like a scout. He'd use it like a scout on train, and it works.
All right. Well, let's see if JW can replicate any of that magic. The gun rounds will get back underway. No AWPs on the play for the CT side this time round. It's another quick one.
Looks like, really. Brolan opens up the fragging department here. That's Reds going down, but Twist and Orc starting to wake up now. This is actually looking convincing for them.
Oh my God.
The Crims and Flusher out of nowhere. They've got a 3-on-2. And we've got one player towards the neck, Plopsky, who will be alone now as his teammate is just absolutely obliterated.
It just feels like Fnatic throw their opening utility, wait for it to fade, and then take the jewels that are waiting for them on the other side. Now with just one man, Plopsky, he's going to get caught as well by Crims, and that will be another for Fnatic. But this is just jewels. I mean, my goodness, they're out in the yard, Chad, and then the smokes fade, and we have a deathmatch ensue.
Everyone's dead. I was just keeping an eye on the CT equipment bar on the left-hand side of the screen, and when I just saw 3 players just chunk down in red immediately, it was about this moment right here, that's when I had the, oh my god, because every single player on Fnatic won their fights, right? That's separate fights going on at separate times. They are knowing their flight paths, in which direction they have to go, where the CTs are likely holding, but it's unlikely that you're going to win all of your fights, and it seems to just be falling that way as NiP are back down to pistols. We're following the smoke again this time.
Not going to fail this time. Perfect. Lands on the Ivy. Back of green. Seems like a pretty easy lineup as well. Might steal that one. Oof, Crims, he's stolen this round. Just taps away at the head of Twist. And the early advantage is extended, as we often see. Fnatic into the site, a bloodbath. They want to get this one done quick. My goodness, again, the round is over before it even begins.
All it takes is them losing their opening map 16-2, Henry, to wake them up.
That's all it takes, apparently. Just a bit of a wake-up call. Brush off your revolver and make your way into the third map. And
Make sure she's clean.
Yeah, maybe a bit of misfiring going on in the first map there, but it's all looking good now. As we go 5-2, Fnatic just running away with this one with a fast-paced gameplay. NiP, it's never been a good NiP map. Like, Train, it's never really worked out for them. It's always been middle of the pack.
Yeah, they lost to Vox Eminor on.
They did, and they were absolute clowns. So... just pulling your leg. That was a bit more.
That was good. I
That was nice. I've never heard Henry actually go for it like that before. That was the first time.
I went for the jugular.
Yeah, you did. You pulled out your switchblade.
Okay, jokes aside, we are going to be getting back into the round, and 5-2 here with a single, make a double orb setup. Twist is yet to really do much with the secondary orb so far, to be honest with you.
This is exciting, though. Fnatic are actually all in one place for once. Normally, as Chad has been perfectly highlighting, it's a rather disarrayed spread across the map, which can cause a lot of hectic duels for the CTs. Well, this case is going to be a little bit more familiar for Lekro. He's going to be defending inner, and he's going to be throwing this incendiary on contact. But the question is, where does that contact come from? Does he see nades first? He does. Here's the pins pulled. Throws his own. Plopsky's already caught the first. They're going to get massacred. They should get massacred. And already, it's going equal trades. They're into the site. The defenders are gone. Now they can deploy their utility, or what remains. Another smoke has been picked up by Golden. That could pay dividends, as he does choose to throw it before he gets that bomb down. JW catching Nork gives them the advantage. And a gap for Rez to exploit. We have a 2v2 on our hands. Where's the kit? It is on Rez, so there is still a chance, and a big one.
While the upper ramp position so strong in these post-plant scenarios towards the inside area, I'm not sure if NiP will even be going for this. Look how far back they are right now. 2 kills to find, a bomb to defuse, and Golden has thread the needle through. He's managed to find the AWP here. Twist will go down. Rez will get maybe this kill, but that's about it. It all falls apart once again. A must-win round for NiP. The maximum loss bonus will only get you so far on the CT side. You can see $3,400 come through, and they cannot buy it. It'll be more the same. Scouts, Deagles, SMGs, maybe shotguns. But for now, 6-2 is looking like a death sentence for NiP.
I want to just point something out quickly as well. This T-half from Fnatic hasn't been built around an AWP. It's just been rifles with pacing, right? You can see here, they're still just opting for the single Krieg in the hands of Brolin. It's 4 AKs in the mix. No AWP necessary. And that's a good sign. They haven't built their game plan around having one player on form or being able to hit these opening kills. They can actually just play as a team across the board with the 5 rifles, take territory, do these late executes. There's no bumbling or fumbling around.
Bumbling, fumbling, tumbling.
This is a pretty humbling game for NiP right now.
Damn, Chad, you are good at words that sound like other words.
What was that one where you stacked the letters? It was light Scrabble, but easier? Upwards, I think they called it.
Boggle.
Boggle.
Boggle was the one where you had the thing and you shook it, right?
I thought that's what you meant.
No, I was talking about the one where you stack the words. It's like Scrabble, but you can add on to someone's word by adding a letter on, or you can stack on.
That sounds like a very
Scrabble for idiots.
Sounds like Scrabble.
Scridiots?
Yeah, well, that's probably a better name. I'm pretty sure it was called Upwards.
Ooh, okay, well, Golden's definitely not having any issues at this point in time.
Moving on from board games, we'll... Upwards. I've seen that. There's play on words with a game about words. It's cool. It's called Upwards or Upwards.
Oh, words. Upwards,
yes,
not woods.
That is cool. I've been playing a lot of Scrabble recently.
Yeah.
Don't know if you've noticed. Been kind of
You getting into it?
challenging everyone out there.
He was telling me actually the other day he's got an online opponent that he is undefeated against.
I am, and I think she's watching right now as well. So shout out
Undefeated?
to 0-6.
0-6. That's getting problematic at that point.
QI is one you can play.
QI is the most popular move and most unheard of. I'm glad you know that, Chad.
I used to be a big Scrabble fan. My family
Oh,
enjoys playing.
dear.
It's called Words with Friends.
I'm not a Words with Friends fan. I'm a Scrabble fan.
You like the official
I know the
version.
official rule
He likes
book.
the analog letters.
Honestly, I have it at home as well. It just takes so bloody long.
does?
There's disputes you have getting the dictionary out and
Yep.
people arguing. I've had crying before over Scrabble.
Of course.
There have been tears before.
I've been told off
when
for
I've
playing the
I've
key.
challenged a word and they say I'm taking it too seriously and they get all upset. What's the word key, sorry?
No, the QI, right?
Oh,
As
yeah,
in, people
QI,
get really upset by the 2 letters. They're like, oh, that doesn't really sound
that's how
like
you
a
win.
word.
That's how you win. The less letters you use, the more points you get.
I
That's
didn't
it's
see
all
what he
about.
lines up with.
It's a shadow on the ground.
Yeah, I know it's just on the line of shadow, but what kind of... how is
already
JW constant? Is he teleporting? Has he got these newfangled abilities I've heard people can use?
This is good for NiP. They found 2 openings. Lekra has the orb. He's going to grab another. He's locked down inner. He's found the 3rd, and now it's just Flusher. 1v5 situation. If it's Katowice 2018, maybe he has a shot.
No, Chad, I'm no analyst, but I'm pretty sure this isn't Katowice 2018. So I would hazard a guess this will not be Flusher's round. There I am, writing people out of rounds when I shouldn't. But
It's tough. He is getting pushed.
bang. No, okay. Not going to quite start the party just yet. Lekro did, though. My goodness.
Good round.
Holds inner. It's actually quite rare to see an AWP not get one and fall off in a situation like that. This is the lineup. Thank you. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so it's the little smudgy bit, the center of the smudgy bit, and then in line with the heart.
With the heart and...
on the windows. I'm ready. I'll one-shot that.
Mate, after I seen your
No.
smokes outside yesterday,
You gave me the hardest one.
We'll just get you to
I
shoot
will
people,
swap
right?
with you right now.
No, yours looks pretty hard, actually. You've got to, like, you're aiming at the middle
I've
of
got
nowhere.
no reference points. It's all just eyeballing him.
Just as I was pointing out earlier about the lack of AWP on the T side, JW pulled out one here, and he's taking it very aggressively.
He's going for it. J-Dubs, the Wonder Child, burning his toes in pursuit of a peak, and yeah, I'm not convinced on that one. Of course, as soon as he hits the shot, it's the god tier play, and we should all bow down to him. But this time, he loses 80 health in pursuit of a low percentage chance.
One of the positives here, I suppose, for JW is he does have the orb, so he's probably going to die if he misses another shot anyway.
Well, maybe he can just hold the Ivy push, because there is actually going to be a duel there if he wanted it. It was Twist investigating. He's already disappeared back. He's called it clear.
Just to know on
they're
Twist
over-rotating.
as well, it's going to be Lekra on that secondary orb now. Chad did mention Twist not feeling it. He won't be using the weapon. Perhaps he's not because he was the main AWPer in his career for the longest amount of time. It's only in this NiP squad he's become a proper rifler. So obviously not feeling it. Handing over the responsibility to Lekra. We've seen use it in the past.
I just want to point out off of that push that was coming in from Twist, they've actually over-rotated and are playing a more passive yard setup here. So this could work out well for Fnatic, who can get pop control and Ivy if they want it.
But do they want it, Chad?
It looks likely. 3 individuals walking their way down.
Oh dear. That is so... That's why they send him in first.
Yeah.
These young guns with the Krieg especially, like there's not many players that can take him down. Rez will strike back with the AK-47, but JW, even with 12 HP, it's not slowing him down at all. Where Lekro, he's in a precarious position, as you can see. Brolan will find him as well. Good Molotov to fend off the final player here. Nork is stuck behind it, and he'll have to push out. He's been spotted. It's another round on the board for Fnatic. Oh, it might be another bloodbath here. Another absolute bulldozer of a game.
They are able to buy back in here, but this is where the stand will have to start for
They've got
NiP.
10k, 12k, Chad, with weapons bought.
It's looking great for Fnatic, but remember, both of these teams in the last 3 months haven't played it a lot, right? I think NiP, they've played it 3 times. They've lost it every single one of the times. And then for Fnatic, they played it at Katowice against G2, and they lost 16-12. So we don't have too much data of recent time to really download here. Maybe both teams will have sick T-halves.
I mean, it's certainly a possibility. Just after seeing NiP's T-side on Overpass, I could believe that.
Yeah, and this map is more strategical, well, at least more structured than what of Mirage. So
It's true, and you've been critical of the CT side of NiP. You know, if ever there was a weak side, you'd probably point towards the blue side. So
if they get 5, maybe there's a chance for this one to be a bit more of a drawn-out affair here, but Fnatic's starting to show their experience and class, and just as they wanted to get aggressive, Brolan's done exactly that. He pushes out, gets the opening, has to be dealt with, and that's changed Rez's port of call.
Golden. That's a lovely smooth move off the ladder, using the acceleration you get from leaping off the ladder just to completely evade the last bullet necessary to take him down.
It's very unlikely there's somebody in that smoke, but the drop and the falling accuracy isn't worth going on down there. They did just throw Flush's Molotov through the window to clear out the deep side, and Crims is meant to be comboed with that to completely clear out Pop. But the fact that they couldn't do that has meant they've had to change the direction they were headed, and now we're heading over towards the inner bomb site where they have enough utility to execute and Golden to oversee with the AWP.
Here we go then, the inside play. Lekro needs to deliver with this orb, and the first shot is successful. Can he find more though? It does buy space for Plopsky, who might not even need it at this point. His teammates are providing all the covering fire, and now just Flusher. Left in the 1 versus 3, nothing to say about it though. It's a solid shutdown there from the in-game leader. Lekro stepping up when they need him. 13-8, not known to be the AWP of the squad, but does manage to get the 4th round for them.
2 triple kills from Lekro so far since he picked up the AWP. He has contributed to 50% of the NiP rounds we see right now.
And we've seen NiP kind of change their tune, getting a bit more aggressive in their positions on the CT side. It is a necessary one because Fnatic have been teaming out of team main whenever they feel like it's a freebie. And, well, it has been almost every single round. NiP finally bouncing back, showing a little bit of conviction here. Russia missing a flash, but it's not too bad as it will be fast onto Yard.
Straight rolling out a pop shot, but Rez and Lekro, my goodness, everyone's going down this time. Flusher clawing one back, and oh no, from a 3v5, is it really happening? It looks like it is. Nork, he is going to shut down Flusher, so we've got ourselves the 2v2 we were hoping for. Right down to a full 90-second mid-round, but I don't think Fnatic are interested in dragging this one out. They tend to just go for the frags, and all spotted. They're taking it inner.
Yeah, the bomb's already gone. JW has managed to get his way through to an open bomb site here. He can have any plan he likes, to be honest with you. Goes for the default, and at this stage, they know it's towards inside. What utility is remaining? It's a Molotov for JW. If he nails this shot, call it done, because he can go to the upper ramp now. There's no smoke to deny this Molotov, which he can throw from the upper ramp directly on the bomb itself. And even with this incendiary, a 4 defusers is his only option. If Molotov's up there, 4 defusers it.
Deep molly's good.
That's something.
Forces Flusher forward, but he still has cover. Now Nork can get the frag, but he will not. Flusher does not falter. Triple kill from him, and he warms up his feet before he gets into round 14.
JW showing him he had no chance of winning that round, even if he was able to take Flusher out of that scenario. But look, I didn't mind Nork's approach there. If he had actually thrown that Molotov like real deep, it meant if JW was waiting with the molly, he wouldn't have been able to throw it without taking damage to the flames. But Flusher ahead of it finishes it off and puts round number 9 on the board. Back to the eco.
And it's not maximum loss bonus anymore. It's $2,400 per player. So it's P250 sees there to the 9-4 scoreline. They can win these rounds. I have to send 4 nades in towards main entrance, and they'll be very powerful ones. They are. It takes Golden out of 35, but it doesn't yield a frag. JW's orb does. Twist will be removed, and Nork in a good position for a frag, but JW just way too quick right now.
He is hitting everything. Any moving image in front of his screen is just getting slapped out of the server. There's another. Lekro's gone. Plopsky isn't going to go checked. I like the ratty angle to get a double, no less, but it's all just consolation at that point. 4 for NiP, and we've reached double digits for Fnatic. This is just the first half of our final map. You can see in the top right-hand side of your screens that 16-2, 16-5. We didn't really get too much resistance. We kind of put all of our eggs into the train basket, hoping that the Swedish derby would give us a full 30-round, intensity-driven game, but it does seem like Fnatic, after the wake-up call of Overpass, do seem to have returned to regular scheduled programming.
Double orb set up again on the T side. It was a triple before to close things out on the second map of Mirage, but we'll see if this is enough here, as they really are throwing caution to the wind at this point. JW is just running around finding kills, and that's the first one to him at Ivy. That's going to be twist removed, but Nork can maybe pick up the pieces here. Double orb set up for the CT side as well. But the man advantage looking for 10-5.
It does look like there's no methodology to the madness.
No,
of
it doesn't,
Fnatic
does
sometimes,
that. That's
but
what I wanted to kind of say, not that sort of sentence, I suppose.
Well, I was going to follow it up with a nice sentiment, in the sense of they clearly know what they're doing, right? They're able to play off of these advantages and the flair that JW has in his aggressive style. Once he makes room, they're able to get their groove on as Crims takes down Rez. It's going to leave a 2-on-3 situation. Hard to win.
It's like they've just been playing this game at this level for so long that they kind of... Oof, nice shot from Nork, just as the flash popped. Looks like the NiP boys will be picking up the 5th, but yeah, I think they've just been playing this game for so long that there is just this extra layer to the Fnatic game where they can get away with these mid-round, play it like you feel it kind of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and I think that Crims, Flusher, and JW as that core trio have the natural chemistry from all those tournaments together many years ago now. It's something which you can sign with groups of individuals staying together, but Crim's now in a 1-on-3 situation. All the work to do, 20 seconds left, bomb on his back, flash off towards Ivy, gets to bomb train, they're letting him plant.
I don't think... Ooh, okay, there was a moment there. A second where I think he gets that opening kill, but still, it will be double digits for... We moved on to Mirage.
Yeah, what happened then, Henry?
We thought, okay, you know what? Fnatic not turning up today. They're going to just get blown out the water. The 2-0's coming, but
Look
no.
at the odds,
a
Jesus.
16-5 was found, and now we get into the third and final map, and Fnatic have a 10-5 lead on their CT side of train, and Brolan showing no signs of slowing down here. He's connecting bullets towards the Ivy position. Are his teammates going to swing out and help him? Yes, they are. It's going to be a first brutal edge of a Brolan. He wants another one, and he gets it. Unbelievable scenes here as Nork and Plopsy are asking what in God's name just happened to them, as now they have to commit towards inside. They can't even plant there. The incendiary's been dropped on the bomb site as Crims picks up yet another frag. This is not safe for work. Turn off your screen. This is just too much.
Obscure your eyes, children, because this is a massacre. God damn, Fnatic. They seem to have trained Brolan in the church of the core 3. Run at them and shoot them is probably what they said to him.
They got the bomb down at least. I'll say that much. It means they can get Kriegs and AKs the next round, but they didn't get a single kill. So maybe just the 2 of them instead of the 3, which we're seeing right now. But that was brutal from Fnatic. 11-5. And Chad, what do you do in this scenario? You just got the bomb down. You have a really strong buy next, or do you go for the 2 AK drop? What do you reckon with no kills found?
11-5. It's a tough call.
You have to buy, really.
Yeah, I think because of the hole you found yourself in after that CT side, you probably are inclined to buy. And they have done exactly that. A Scout, a Krieg, an AK-47.
It's not a bad bundle.
No, it's pretty good when you look on the other side of things. There's a UMP and an MP9 in play. So this buy is pretty decent from NiP.
You've given a Krieg to probably your best Krieg player, and then you've given it to the hottest player in the server so far. It's been Lekro. He was saving the day for NiP. Some of these rounds, it could be worse on the half if it wasn't for Lekro's triple AWP back-to-back defensive play. Plopsky's Krieg does find his first target, does reveal that the 4 spies come in, or at least that they set up one player with a rifle. We have seen some just go for the Krieg hero purchase. There is now a full buy around it.
It was scary enough playing Ivy just against Eagles or AKs, but now with a Krieg that can post on up, life becomes a little bit harder for the Ivy players around the world.
I detest Ivy.
It's not a fun
be
place.
Honest. Like when I was given that job in our recent train games, I just feel so pulled around the map.
Let me take care of it.
Yeah, I think I'm more of like a pop or an inner guy.
Yeah.
Like get me close quarters. Let me just like the heads are nice and big, like watermelons.
No, I enjoy the mind games.
There's a 3-man stack on the Antico from Fnatic towards the inner bomb site here. So right now, NiP are in trouble.
The bait from Golden for Flusher to swing out and get 3 kills is insane. Oh, he doesn't even need the help.
No bait needed.
Oh my God.
He's a master at baiting.
That's a 4 spy, by the way, so there's going to be 13-5 locked in.
Flusher got 4 of them.
I don't know how he does that. The setup was the M4 takes the aggro, UMP swings.
Yeah, I should have said they went low ramp first.
Right,
Did he swing on the low ramp contact?
Maybe why, yes.
Yeah.
Because it was looking so good.
Where did these other 2 come from? Just ramp?
Yeah,
I was looking at you guys for 2 seconds. I look back and Flusher's made a double kill, a quad kill. Madness ensuing, and now Fnatic are poised to give NiP the fast and brutal exit they've been so desperately avoiding. They picked up the first map. This will be a reverse sweep in the series, an elimination for NiP and EPL. They've got to pull up their socks. Rez demands respect. Just to CZ, he's already on the site, and he's gone. He's out of there.
Well, that was their chance to suggest they're going towards outside. They hover around the smoke at inner at this point, but there's a very scary man on the other side. It's flush up, and Golden does get a shot from the heaven. It's going to be Lekra on 2 HP, and Flusher looks like he's not slowing down for anyone. Twist just a Glock here. They're swapping the weapons around, so Lekra has a Glock at this point, so maybe that upgrade will lead to a kill? No. Lekra now with Nork. 3 versus 2. Sounds winnable, but considering the HP and lack of grenades and armor, I would say this is a Fnatic round.
Flusher almost did it again.
Nearly. Very close. Lekro, admittedly, not too long for the world. Golden confirms it. My God, what's happening here? 13-5, ladies and gentlemen. If you have just joined us, it was a weird series, and it continues to be one, but does seem like...
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now he's entertaining, Henry. Now they've got
Is he
the
allowed
lead.
to be an entertainer
I
at this
missed it.
scoreline?
What did he go
He
for?
bought the revolver as well as the AWP.
It's the opposite.
So he's got a
perfect
scout
pistol.
and an orb.
Yeah, I guess, if
that's
you
what-
want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Touche.
So that's not bad, actually. I actually don't mind that setup. So here we go. Lecro trying to show us a bit of Carrigan-esque play, and it doesn't really work out at all. The first kill for Brolan will come through. Feels like we're coming to our logical conclusion there, boys. With the revolver being brought out as well, JW confirming the second kill. It
Why is
looks
this
like
a
there's nothing
massacre?
left.
I don't understand.
They've just got nothing in reply here, have they? There's nothing to speak of. There's a kill for Bobsky. It's a scrappy one, and that might be all they get.
Everything.
And it is.
Everything's traded. As soon as we, like, I feel for the observer in this game just because you observe an NiP player who has an advantage, they die, and then you just switch to all the dying POVs of those that could have traded. It's just brutal. I think for now, to be honest, Bastion, a pro tip, just keep it on Fnatic's POV. At this point in time, we just have nothing coming from the NiP camp. They've got 2 rounds margin for error. It's just a bloody nightmare. And this is elimination. I will remind you, NiP started their EPL Season 11 on the highest of highs. They 2-0'd Astralis. And now eliminated by their domestic rivals in a unfathomable deficit on both maps that Fnatic have managed to acquire. 16-2, 16-5 could be on the cards. Rez wants to change that as he does land a nice little dink into Golden as he unloads his clip for the reload. And good night. Lecro. Flush is the one to tuck in the sheets. Nice and tight this time, but he does go down. Nice deagling from Twist to keep the NiP squad in check.
Golden really doesn't want to give up this Krieg. Going straight back up on low HP, dropping the Molotov.
Good point.
Will be able to grab it. Can he get away? Plopsky wanted to chase him.
He knew it as well. Golden was he's so switched on. He can see the advantages that could very well lead to the round spiraling. He doesn't really care about fragging with the Krieg so much as just stopping it falling into the hands of the NiP half-buy.
This can still fall apart if JW goes down without getting anything done. Well, he's already found one. And there it is,
It
the
takes
revolver.
so long to pull out, is what he said to her. But Brolan and Golden will confirm it. 15-5, we are close to
One more.
concluding this ridiculous series.
Okay,
I'd love to see a little bit more flair out of NiP, but I just can't see a world in which it's happening now.
Yeah, it's real difficult at this point. Just look at the ADR bar on the side of things that we just had up on screen for you for Fnatic. Everybody there is at 75 ADR or more. So everyone contributing here. We just saw the opening move from NiP get shut down. They actually flashed Brolan through that smoke, the initial fight there with Lecro. So they already know how to deal with this fast out play. I'm sure they've been seeing Mousebots do it time and time again. They're going to be faking it this time. Lecro's going to go out. Same situation. Molotov to land. JW up and over. The rest out Pop Dog.
Brolan, double kill. Crims chases it, and it does look like Fnatic will advance to the next stage of competition. They're in good company. Do not fear. Astralis, Na'Vi, FaZe Clan, and none other than Fnatic. It is just going to be Rez looking to claw this one back, but it's not going to happen. 16-5, Fnatic are secure for stage 2 of EPL Season 11.